Hello, I'm James from Redcage, and today I want to show you another quick tip and trick. This time it's for shelling objects. So on screen I have several files. I have a sample pipe, I have a watering can, and I have a chest. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the sample pipe here. And what I want to do is I want to go through and show you a couple of things with the shell command, give you a couple of little tips along the way here, and things to watch for, and things you can go to correct to make sure that your shell works out properly. So what I'm going to do on this first one is just a very standard shell, so I'm not going to change the thickness at all there. What I do want to point out, however, is that when you go and you select the shell command, if it shows you a red ghosted out image inside, that indicates that it's actually going to be able to create that shell for you. If it does not change color, then it means that something is preventing it from going and shelling. Most often, it ends up being a fillet. So just make sure you go back through your features at the side here, and you can kind of roll it back one by one if you need to, by moving that end of part marker up. Okay. However, in this particular case, everything is good, so I am going to go and just simply remove the faces. So I'm going to click on this one, click on this one, and on the other side here as well. And we'll hit OK. And what that does is it creates a beautiful shell inside of that pipe. Alright. Moving on to the water can. Alright, so in the water can here, this is actually made of plastic. And let's assume that in this particular case, that we want to strengthen the bottom a little bit just to make sure that it can withstand the weight of the water that would be put inside of here. Now you can also take care of the sides as well. I am just going to go and take care of the bottom because I know that that will work nicely. And then if you wanted to, like I said, you can just add in other surfaces as you're going. To do this, we are going to click on the shell command. I'm going to remove the faces, so I'm going to remove the circle at the top here. I remove the spout there so that we have somewhere to pour the water out of. Okay. And to add a unique thickness here, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the double arrows here. We're going to click on the double arrows, expand it, and inside of here you can see that you can assign unique thicknesses. Now you can actually set more than one, but in this case I'm just going to set just the one. So I'm going to click on there. I'm going to change the 1, which is the default thickness from the model there, to 1.5. And then I'm going to select the faces that I wish to strengthen. Okay, so click on this. And then we'll click on the bottom here, here, here. Rotate around here. Grab this one, and this one. And if I go and I click on something else that causes it to fail, then it goes to a solid color. So remember how I was saying earlier in the video there, if you lose that kind of red ghosted image, it's not going to solve properly. Well, this would be an instance where it would not solve properly. So all I'm going to do here is just simply remove that one. So I'm just going to choose Shift and then click on it, and then deselect it there. That way I don't have to restart the command. And now that I've done that, I can hit OK. And we get a nice little spout inside of there. You can also do the same thing by making it thinner. So if you want to have like a little area for the water to easily travel through, you can do the same thing and make that thinner instead of thicker. Okay. Just so you can see the difference there, I know that you can see it on the spout, but just so you can see it everywhere, I'm going to go to View. I'm going to do a half section view. I'm going to choose one of my planes. So I'm going to, in this case, the XY plane, and I'll accept it so that you can see the difference in the thickness there. Okay, kind of nice. And then to end that, you can always go back in here and say End Section View. I just ended the section view, and we're going to switch over to the chest here. So the multi-body solid chest. Now the multi-body solids are a little bit different. Normally, when you go and you do a shell command, it will only allow you to have one instance of a shell. And with a multi-body solid, you can actually go and have multiple shells within one part. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I've gone to the chest here, and I have some solid bodies that are named. What I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily turn off one of them so that it makes it easier for me to select the faces. Now, you could do this without turning off the actual solids, and then you'll also notice that because we are going to be doing this with solids, a new little option does actually appear in the shell command here. and that is the ability to select which solids are going to participate in the shell. Now in this case, I'm just going to do it for the bottom of the box and then the top of the chest there as well. So I'm going to do a 1/2 inch on the bottom here, and then I'm going to bring back the visibility of the top of the chest, remove the visibility of the bottom, so I can now see this one. And I'll run the shell command again, and this time I'm going to put my shell to 0.375 or 3/8 there. Select the bottom face, and there we go. It is nicely done. I will now go and click on the visibility of both of them, and just like I did with the watering can here, I'm going to go and do a half section view so you can see the difference in the thickness. And that's on 2 separate solids. And the nice thing about this is that you could then take these out to separate parts, okay? Which I'll do in a different video at some point. Well, there you have it. There's all the things I wanted to quickly show you inside of the shelling environment. So just a regular shell, going and using it to go and apply a unique thickness on a face, and then applying it to multiple solids. All right, well, take care, and look forward to my next video there. Bye.